At this point in time, it's now difficult for people to trust the hands of ZEC. Why? Because so many accusations and so many things ZEC have to do with. The first one, the voters' roll. The second thing, incapability to monitor free and fair elections, especially when it comes to the police and the ZBC. All these are at the hands of ZEC. Hello and welcome to JCTV Africa, where we look at issues that are happening in Africa, especially in Zimbabwe. Today, we take a closer look at ZEC. Now, we are about 3 days away from the elections. And already, there are issues that are rising. The first one, ZEC is not rebuking the police for the way they stopped rallies from happening. From the CCC side, not any other party has been stopped their rally from happening, the MDCT, except probably the party for Linda Masarira that was stopped doing their rally in Epworth. Other than that, CCC have been stopped from going to Binga, CCC have been stopped from going to Marondera, CCC have been stopped from doing their rally in Gokwe. So all this, it is at the hands of ZEC, because they are supposed to make sure there is free and fair elections. Right now we're seeing this ballot box that was found in a field in Mrehwa, where there is a by-election there, and the issue of the voters' roll, all the discrepancies that have been mentioned by Pachedu, them denying the voters' roll, that it was fake, which CCC had, and they had the receipts to show that. Is there anything that ZEC is going to accept? It is a problem. Then the other thing that is also here is, which is a little bit bizarre, black and white ballot papers. We are in 2022. This should be alarming. All across SADC, all across Africa, they use color because there are many candidates. And I'm going to tell you how CCC should counter for that. But before we look at that, that also shows you the incompetence of ZEC, or them trying to swing these elections towards the ruling party, which is rather unfortunate. And also the other thing, why is it difficult for them not to allow polling agents to have cell phones in the polling station? I have never heard of that. You saw what happened in Zambia. Anytime when something fishy was about to happen, the polling agents who were there would expose it with their cell phones. So I believe it is rather unfortunate for them to say in polling stations there should not be cell phones. I'm not a law expert in this one, but I believe it should be very, very transparent to such an extent that if there is any rigging, it should be exposed by the footage that has been obtained from cell phones. However, I believe that CCC, if they really want, going into 2023, they really want to counter all these measures, because most of the rigging tactics that ZANU-PF used before, some of them, they are being exposed before they materialize because of the advent of social media. That's why you find that in other places, they would switch off the internet in order for that distribution of the dissemination of that information not to happen. Are we going to see the same happening on these by-elections? In 2023, you have to anticipate that. But how can CCC counter for that? This is my idea. There are these glasses. They can be brought into a polling station, especially in rural areas. You don't have to look like you're having a cell phone, as long as you can record every footage of what is happening. That is enough. And the issue of PVT that Priscilla Chigumba mentioned last time, that if there can be a parallel voter tabulation, then it will be easy. So I really think that if you can have the serial numbers of these V11s, which is supposed to be there, and if your footage using these sunglasses can be traced to their serial numbers, then you can use that in terms of any electoral dispute. This is how I believe that now because the time is not on their side, probably if they go to court, the issue of the color might not be reversed best in court, or even the issue of the cell phones inside the polling station. So this is the measures that I believe that they should be putting in place, the countermeasures, in case they bring out another rigging tactic. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to JCTV Africa and follow us on JCTV Africa Facebook.